Hey there, welcome back to Auspicious Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get started. Just overall, I've been getting this energy of justice being delivered, something about justice on your name and who you are. Let's get some information about this and what's coming up in the next week for you. And how funny is that? We've got the Justice card, like I said. So let's get some more. Someone who wasn't regretful at all. Someone did something to you, spoke about you, your habits, who you are, and misrepresented you entirely. And this was with malicious intent. Yeah, but there's going to be balance to this situation. Here with the Chariot at the bottom as well. You do have assistance coming in. There are like allies that you have, whether it's whoever's surrounded in the situation. Not very clear if it's necessarily on work. Let's clarify the Two of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be receiving some communication, some messages of support regarding this incoming justice. Yeah. Someone with authority is going to be relieving you. This is something that you've been stressed out about for a long time. Someone has said enough to block opportunities from you with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Someone who really wanted to kill your curiosity about what else is out there for you. Someone who wanted you moving in slowly. And actually, I'm getting here, it's like this is moving in slow motion. It's like a train wreck that just it's something that somebody wanted to orchestrate against you for swift punishment in this controlling creep's mind, whoever this is. For swift punishment. And they wanted the tower to come down onto you quickly. They really wanted to hurt you, but someone is coming in to alleviate this betrayal, to avert disaster entirely, with the Ten of Swords and the Death card reversed under the Chariot. This is someone who really hated you, someone who you were supposed to be able to trust. Entirely two-faced, someone who was going through the motions of doing what looked like was right, but they were just completely deceptive, playing a long game on you. They like saw you as a mark. Yeah, but here we have the Emperor and the Three of Pentacles. Someone, this could be law enforcement coming in, a team of detectives, squad of officers, people who are discussing the details of this heartbreak, but something that went way too far. This is beyond the average breakup. This is like the court system, the justice system, not accepting somebody's false narrative of you. Closed deck, top and bottom. Let's get some more information with what's gossip. Someone is in complete despair over this divine intervention. Blind date in reverse. And this person's sweating in that card. Yeah, like I said, this person was just, very deceptive. Even when you first met this person, you could have had a feeling of this might hurt. This is going to hurt. This is, I don't know, there's something about this. what appeared as innocent anxiety in the first like few dates that you met them or something like that actually was their panic, their fear, their worry about a situation that they were leaving, and they wanted to make sure that you would be the right type of person for them to attach to help them get toward these retirement goals, basically using you, gigolo type of energy. What else here? Yeah, this is someone who intentionally put you in your thoughts, intentionally wanted to break down your self-esteem, make you as controllable as possible. They did not want you to be abundant. They wanted you to be so completely unsure of yourself here with the Empress reversed. They wanted you to not be able to advocate properly for yourself, hence the lies and deception. They just wanted to destroy everything about you. They didn't want you to be able to rest, so you can't process information properly and you're constantly exhausted. And so you would miss out on all opportunities, and all of your hard work and fruits of labor would just fall off the branch in a way, so to speak, metaphorically. But they literally wanted you to essentially miss out on everything in life. They wanted to appear as some sort of authority in your life. Yep, and they want it to be as sneaky as possible. This is behind the scenes, behind closed doors, whispering nasty, very unkind things to get you off balance, even in front of others. I get like you could be in the kitchen making something, it doesn't come out exactly right while you're still in the process or whatever, and then they're coming up to you and saying something in your ear like, that doesn't look good. Why'd you do that? I told you not to do that. But then it's looking like everything is fine to everyone else. And then you're getting frazzled. This is really nasty. It's straight up abusive energy. But there is justice coming in for that. There's other things that this person did behind your back that you were not aware of. And this person is not going to be able to move forward from this. Okay. So with Two of Wands reversed, if it were upright, it's like they wanted to basically take you for a ride. If this card were upright, just to kind of try to, I don't know why I'm having trouble explaining this particular part, this concept. If they were a good person, they would have seen you as the one, the right person to kind of, get through life with and everything, right? Treat you right, all the good stuff. But because Two of Wands is in reverse, they were seeking like a nurse with a purse, basically. They wanted somebody they could take advantage of. That was what their MO was in the beginning. And they're not going to be able to move forward with these plans to derail your life and basically just, ride on your coattails, and worse. This is someone who did not have any emotion toward you. You're in a period of time where you're still recovering mentally and even physically in some cases, but especially mentally, from just recognizing this person never loved you. This person never had any love for you, and not even for themselves. You're getting to the realization, and if you haven't, then you do need to, just be aware of the fact that this is someone who didn't even care about themselves. They're entering dating situations and whatnot, intentionally trying to derail the person that they are supposed to be meeting with halfway, providing a good offer to. But they're going to these situations instead, intentionally looking for someone that they can control, someone who's kind of like just good enough to, in their mind, by the way, you are fantastic. You're more than enough. But for them, in their criminal kind of mind, they're thinking, all right, I need somebody who at least makes this amount of money, has this type of, education or whatever. They look like this, they do that. Okay, that works. This will work. Let me latch on. And then start to break them down and enmesh them. But yeah, you're definitely in a very extroverted mood finally, which is fantastic. You know, you're not hiding away at home anymore as much. Even if you are still a homebody, you're not isolating yourself in the way that happens directly after an abusive relationship or dynamic of any sort. There's a period of time after that where it looks like you could have done that for sure, which rightfully so, lick your wounds kind of energy. But you're coming out of that energy now. Your self-esteem is, built back up to where it was before you met this person. You're understanding that you were always fantastic and that they were always just strictly seeking out someone to put down and put under their thumb, under their boot, to just use. They were never looking for love, which means the whole situation was never love, which means everything they ever said to you that was negative was never true. It already never was, but it's the fact that this isn't a relationship where they entered the situation with you and truly actually loved you. They never loved you. They lied to you about loving you. They wanted to train you. You see? Yeah, we've got divine intervention coming in though. Like I said, this energy of justice, starting off with the justice card, directly right on out. Yeah. Yeah, I see you being in a state of, you're just in heavy authority. You're not even looking to, date or anything right now. Ooh, judgment is coming through heavily. This person is going to receive messages that they don't want. Like there could be some kind of case that's happening in the background regarding things. Like I said earlier, they were doing something behind your back that was criminal that you were not aware of. Yeah, and here with the Chariot reversed, Seven of Pentacles reversed. This person doesn't have the ability to actually reflect. This is someone who has like psychopathic tendencies. They just do. This is someone who doesn't, low IQ, no IQ. It's just very lizard brain, cold-blooded, calculating energy. This is someone who is unimaginative. This is someone who just doesn't operate like a normal person does. So if you were hoping that eventually they come back around or something, first of all, no, you don't want that. Second of all, no, they're not going to. And if they do in the further future, this is in the more immediate future I'm seeing, if they do in the further future, it's literally to come back and finish the job on you. It's not, oh, the old ex comes back and then, oh, things were difficult. We talk and maybe work it out. No, this is, do you want to be back with Jeffrey Dahmer? I'm just going to put it like that. This is someone who did not love you, and it's not your fault. They just literally have something very wrong in their brain and the way they process and interact with other human beings. They are not mentally well. This is not, the kind of, every now and then in some of my love readings for you all, for my lovely ones, sometimes it's like, yeah, this person's coming back around, and you'll even see in previous readings, I'll say, hey, look, this is not looking like a terrible situation. This looks like, more cross miscommunication, that kind of thing. These things can happen. This particular reading feels kind of dark, to be honest. This is not somebody you ever want around and in your life. This is someone who was living some kind of double life, could have been in criminal activities, but they lied to you about who they were entirely. Someone who literally changed their identity and you never knew about it. And you may still not know, but there's something unsettling something very disturbing that you feel when you think about the memories with this person. It's like there's a mix of pain, but also tinged with fear. Makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Something's wrong with this person. I just am trying to really stress to you with this energy, especially with the justice card coming out after I said there's literally an energy of justice. And this is another reading. Some of the readings are extremely specific, and when I channel a certain energy and say the specific card that this thing is going to be about and whatnot, and then it pops out, I mean, you see me shuffle. There's no way for me to look, I'm not that smart, guys. I have no clue how to make certain cards come out. I don't. So when things like that happen, especially for this is a warning video. This is not somebody to look back on fondly. If you have to hate them, do it for a little bit. Otherwise, it gets unhealthy for you, blah, 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 yada, yada. But I need you to understand this is someone who is not safe. This is someone who did not meet you with love. Their perceived anxiety when they had first met you, you could have thought, oh, that's a little strange or whatever. But they said some really off stuff that you just, because you're normal, you think, oh, it's a joke. No, this person is actually there's a very dark, evil aspect about this person that you're not aware of. And I get you didn't even have their correct name. You still may not have their real name. For those of you who went through a situation like this, I mean, you're watching this video for a reason. If this is resonating with you, if you're feeling that cold sweat almost, that like your blood has turned to ice, like you feel that ice in your blood, that's letting you know this reading is for you. And whoever you were with who was abusive and whatnot, if they come back around, first of all, keep that person away from you. You are watching my hands. I really want to point out, you all see my hands right here. There's nothing around here. There's no strings or whatever. This is a warning video. Keep this person away from you. They are no good. Only judgment is coming for them, but you need to stay the hell away from them. They want you to be drowning in memories. This is somebody who does this a lot. They know that, oh, after 2-3 weeks, this person's going to start missing me. After a few months or whatever, even a year or two later, things will clear up and it'll be fine. No, this is someone who does this. They study people on a psychopathic level, and they know the pattern of other human beings, but they can't actually feel empathy like a normal human being. This is a predator. They want you in a state of not defending yourself. So this is someone who, you start talking to them like a couple, and this is an ex. But this is someone who you let go of a couple years ago or something. Anyway, stay away from them. Keep moving forward.